Welcome back, dear friends, to another emotional story on our channel. Here, we share stories that remind us of the fragile yet powerful bonds of family and how easily they can be taken for granted until they begin to unravel. Today's story is titled, Forgotten Dinner Table, When Family Bonds Break. It is about an ordinary dining table that once held laughter, arguments, and love, and how neglect slowly turned it into a silent witness of distance between loved ones. This is not just about food, but about connection, presence, and the choices that either hold us together or tear us apart. For as long as Emily could remember, the dining table had been the heart of her home. It was a sturdy wooden table, scarred with scratches from years of use. Her father, David, used to joke that every scratch told a story. A dropped fork during a silly joke, a spilled glass of milk when her brother Jason laughed too hard. Her mother, Claire, polished it every Sunday, saying, "This table is where we share life, not just meals." In Emily's childhood, dinner was sacred. No matter how busy the day, they always gathered. Her father asked about school, her mother teased Jason, and sometimes they argued, sometimes they laughed until tears ran down their faces. The table wasn't perfect, but it was theirs. It was where Emily felt safe, seen, and loved. But as the years passed, life shifted. David was promoted and began working late. Claire picked up extra shifts at the hospital. Jason became absorbed in the sports, Emily in her studies. One by one, the chairs around the table emptied. At first, they promised it was temporary. Just this week. Just until things settle. But weeks became months, and the table sat silent. By Emily's teenage years, dinner together had become rare. She often sat alone, picking at reheated leftovers while scrolling through her phone. Sometimes Claire joined her but ate quickly, distracted. Sometimes Jason came home late, grabbing food on the way. The laughter that once echoed through the dining room faded into silence, replaced by the hum of the refrigerator and the glow of individual screens. The table, once alive, became just furniture. One night, Emily set the table out of nostalgia. She laid out plates, glasses, even folded napkins. But as the hours passed, she ate alone. Her father texted he was stuck at work. Her mother was covering a night shift. Jason was at a friend's house. Emily looked at the empty chairs, tears filling her eyes. She whispered, "Where did we go?" Years later, Emily left for college. When she returned for holidays, the table was still there, but dustier, lonelier. Family meals were quick, rushed, often eaten in front of the TV. Conversations were shallow, and no one noticed how quiet Emily had become. The table that once symbolized connection now symbolized absence. Then came a breaking point. During one Christmas break, Emily returned home hopeful. She decorated the table with candles, cooked her father's favorite dish, and waited. But one by one, excuses came. Her father stayed late at the office. Her mother was exhausted. Jason had plans. Emily sat at the table alone, staring at untouched plates. That night, something inside her cracked. She stopped trying. When David eventually lost his job years later, when Claire fell ill, when Jason faced struggles, they realized too late what they had lost. The table was still there, but it no longer carried the habit of gathering. They sat separately, used to the distance. The bonds once strong had frayed, replaced by polite words, but no depth. The dinner table, once their anchor, had been forgotten, and with it, a piece of their family's soul. Life lesson. This story is not just about a table. It is about how easily families drift apart when connection is neglected. The table is a symbol of presence, of listening, of making time even when life is busy. We often think there will always be tomorrow to sit together, but tomorrows pass, and what was once habit becomes history. The lesson is simple yet urgent. Guard the small rituals. Sit together, even if only for 15 minutes. Ask, listen, laugh, argue, but be there. Because one day, you may return to an empty table and realize it wasn't the food that mattered, but the love shared across it. Don't wait until silence replaces laughter to value the moments that hold your family together. Thank you, dear friends, for being with us in this story. If it touched your heart, take a moment today to look at your own dinner table. Is it filled with faces, voices, and connection, or with silence and absence? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more emotional family stories. And remember, family bonds are not built in grand gestures, but in the daily choice to show up at the table.